What's up, everyone? I'm the Classic Rocker, and tonight we are back with some more Fortnite Chapter 7. And tonight, I think is going to be pretty exciting because yesterday we declared official settings on creating a variation of Miro's settings and then adding boost to it, and then adding a variation to the cookie cutter gyro settings to make up more of the difference. Where my stick is stopping, the gyro is able to continue moving forward to the spot that I'm intending for it to go. So it's like I can swing it after I get to the spot with my stick where it stops. I can just bump it the rest of the way and make some incredible plays. So we're gonna really try this tonight from a different perspective. Instead of trying to get crazy, I'm going to try to actually play with some strategy and see if we can do something that's really going to prove what I'm talking about. So I hope everyone has had an excellent day. I sure did. Yo, what's up, Shadow Chungus? Good to see you, man. We are finally live, and we're doing it. So one of the things that I noticed when I was getting this all set up is that I always had an aversion to player space because it didn't roll. And so roll is when you can move the controller like this, and it makes like a left and right motion, but just smaller. When you're on local space, it registers that, but on player space, it doesn't. Well, I'm basically just now, after all this time, like discovering that if I had been in player space this whole time, I would have solved all of this much faster. I might not have understood everything as well as I do now, you know, while I tried to figure this stuff out on my journey. But being able to be on player space here for the last couple days has really opened my eyes to why it works so well. Hey, what's going on, Swifty RC? Good to see you, man. Yo. So, from what I'm understanding about player space, it works so well with this game specifically because it calculates your movement based on your character in game's orientation. So when I move left and right, it's basing it off of the direction that my character is facing. On local space, it's basing it off of my position to the screen. So if I'm off just a little bit, it can throw me off in like 3% of my shot making, and the rest of it is just perfect, right? And you won't recognize it until it's too late and you're in a critical situation, and then you've got a line of shot up and you can't hit it because it doesn't go where it used to go. It took me all this time to figure that out. So I wish I could have understood that sooner, but now that I do understand it, this is basically a major breakthrough on my end, because I am now able to come up with these official settings that I believe are worthy enough to play competitively. And so now I'm going to try and focus on getting my actual movement and mechanics to match the stuff that I've set up, because I truly believe I have all the speed that I need for every situation now. So I am just perfectly slow and just perfectly fast for everything that I am doing now in this game. I just have to learn the movement of it. So just the same way that if I'm going to pick up my guitar and play it, if I want it to sound right, some nights I got to hold it different. Some nights I got to feel the string and go, oh, okay, this, for some reason, this string doesn't feel quite like it should. So I got to baby that tonight, right? That's the kind of stuff that it's like when you're using gyro, is that you have to understand the nuance of what it feels like in your hands, because it's so intuitive to what you were trying to do that it knows what your hands are trying to accomplish when you program it correctly. See, when your settings are all correct and you freak out, all of a sudden you line your shot up and it just goes in a moment that like you really need it to. Hey, what's going on, the Sigma 777? Good to see you, ma'am. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you tried it out and liked it. Where's he going? See you later, homie. That's the power of gyro right there. 0% aim assist. Let's go. That fight took me a little bit too long to do, but I was trying to make sure that I played carefully and really, really felt where the gyro was at. Because for me to understand how to use this now on player space, I have to really try to understand the different moves I need to make with my hands so that I can get these small fine-tuned adjustments to work right. For example, when I put pressure on the stick and move the gyro right now, I can literally at will just flick it onto somebody's face. I was testing it earlier and it just works. So that technique, right? I don't know what to call that technique, but that's going to be a form of thumbstick roll, that's for sure. Because see, thumbstick roll is a technique where you put pressure on the stick and you roll your thumb as you're moving the gyro, and it just creates like a super tight aim assist like feeling. So that's how I hit a lot of these crazy clutches and shots, is because I could feel it in my thumb when it's time to slow down. And so now that I'm on player space and that I've got drift snapping working in a way that I've never seen it work before, I was asking artificial intelligence, why does this work better? And it said something about that the reason that why it works better is because of the way it calculates where my character's at in the game versus it calculating where I'm sitting on the screen. So because I'm on player space, drift snapping works better. I never would have thought that, you see. It was just an accident that I discovered that. But drift snapping works in a way that I've never seen before because of player space. So big discoveries have been made, and we're just walking knee deep into it tonight to try and understand it. Why can't I edit this, bro? I tried like 5 times to edit that. I couldn't edit it. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, HCT16? Good to see you, man. How you been, homie? So we're finally on official settings that I am 100% confident are good enough for competitive. I just have to start making the right plays now. Because I cleaned up all of the movement based on Miro's settings and created the most playable version of gyro that is consistent that I've ever had, where I can hit all the fast moves. I have to use the sticks in order to get this movement. Okay, so it's not all gyro, but I've blended it in such a way that it's only the movement that I need and nothing else, as best as I possibly can. So instead of having too much movement, I'm able to just get just enough, and if I put the right amount of pressure on it and spin it, it'll just go right to the spot that I want it to go. Much easier than I've ever had it before. So I'm going to really focus up on trying to understand what movement I am making when I do certain things. Hey, Chinese New Year tomorrow. Awesome, man. I'm happy for you, homie. Hey, what's up, Shadow Chungus? Good to see you, man. Wish I could find a big pot, man. Awesome, man. Champion 78. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm glad for you, man. Oh, dang it. I just barely missed that guy. I barely miss him. Oh, come on, man. Bro. Okay, so I just whiffed those shots. If I wouldn't have whiffed those shots, then it would have been different. Okay, so let's go again and figure out why I whiffed those so I can try to make the right move next time. Man, that was critical. I had to hit those shots. If I should have just, after I missed the first one, I should have just kept trying to go somewhere instead of trying to line it up again. That was my mistake. If I missed the first one, it wasn't time to try to do it again. He was standing in a weird spot, and I kept trying to line it up. That wasn't the play. So that was my fault. I should have moved to another position. Okay, so that's the thing I got to remember about this, is that I need it to force me to play positionally so that I don't get locked into just staying in the same place trying to line stuff up. That's how I do it. Okay, I see. I see what I need to do now. I need to move this so slow that it forces me to play positionally, and then fast movement when it's like I have to move fast. I think that's the balance that I need. Let's see if I can do that. If I can remember that. I have to move it as if I don't have all of this speed. Yeah, well, that's the plan. It's either going to be me or somebody else. You know, I'm going to at least be able to help whoever it is that ends up doing that. So I would like to be that person, but if it's not me, I know that I will have played a part in actually making that happen. So that's all that matters to me. Oh, come on, man. I just got straight worked right there. Wrong play again. Wrong play. Okay, I'm just playing too passive, man. That's what... I don't know why I can't get that balance right, but I'm going to have to start playing more aggressive, because whenever I start to play too passive and be careful, I move way too slow for some reason. So, here we go. We're just going to take the cork off and just see what happens. Not today. If I would have just moved, bro, or switched to my other gun. Okay. Lid coming off. No more passive play. We're just going to go dive right in and just try to destroy. This one's called official. Because we're on official settings now. So let's just do it. Not going to play passive anymore. We're just going to go in and just try to knock some heads off now. Oh, I would have to have some like major stuff happen if I actually went to FNCS. So, you know, that would be awesome if I could, but I don't really think that's going to happen like that. Who knows? Anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. Yeah, no, I knew it was you. I knew it was you, homie. I knew it was you. Yeah, see? I don't know what the difference is, but like when I start to play aggressively, like all my stuff just starts to come out cleaner. And then like my motions are more animated. I don't know. See, now I'm hitting all of those. Yeah, the first two matches I was just playing way too passively. I got to get more into this. I got to treat this like I'm on stage right now, about to play something on guitar. Oh, okay, okay. All right. So now you're Y67. Okay. Oh, come on. See you later. No more passive gameplay. We're gonna destroy everyone. We're gonna have some fun. Every time I try to play safe, man. See you later. That's how you drift snap. 0% aim assist. Let's go, man. Why am I being so quiet right now? I'm so into it right now. I'm so into it. You've got to be kidding me, bro. I stood still for too long and let him line it up. I have to move. I have to move. Plus, I whiffed the shotgun shot right before that. You cannot be whiffing things like that. have it set to right stick effect enabled. Or none. I have it set to none, I mean. I don't want it to have any effect on it. Oh, I hit that on the way down. Incredible. I just ran out of mats right there. Come on. Yeah, I have it set to right stick. Effect is none. Okay, next match is going to be different. Come on. It's official now. We're going to start playing well because we have official settings. Yeah, it's not supposed to be enabled. And I don't think that behavior is supposed to be like that either. I think it's a glitch. But if you set it to none, it fixes that problem. So the only reason that you would want it to be enabled is if... I can't even think of a reason why you would want to do that, honestly. Like, I've tried to think of the reasons why, but it doesn't make sense to me. So just turn that part of it off by going to none. All right, here we go. No more messing around. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, man. Oh, bro. I should have moved to the other side. I should have built something instead of trying to finish immediately. I gotta get that out of my vocabulary. All right, let's go again. This is just how it goes. This is how we do it. This is how all of this is going to come together right here. My last chance in this match. I'm just going to clutch out in glorious fashion. Just like I always do. Yeah, it is pretty sweaty, man. But it's a good way for me to test all this stuff, you see? Because if I can start just destroying in these lobbies, then I'll know that it's time. I'll know it's time. See you later. Oh my gosh, I almost died to that guy. I almost died to that guy. That was terrible. I shouldn't have had that hard of a time against that guy. I gotta get... Maybe it's because I'm just not warmed up or something. I gotta get more nimble. Like I feel a little stiff. I need to loosen it up, bro. Come on, man. You gotta loosen up, bro. You know how to do it. What? Oh, okay. Next match. Next match. It's on. You know why? Because it's official now. We've got official settings. We're going to see some great clips tonight. Because that's what we do here at Gyro Gang. We just get nothing but gyro clips. Alpha Hakem. So let me show you what I did settings-wise. So I went from 0.090 to 0.077 on my slide hold time. I went from 7 to 9 on the basic controls, grayed out. And I left the ADS at 4. to be doing. I think I see. I think I see. I think I see. So I have to be more rotational with my movement. Meaning, as I am moving the stick, I have to kind of just roll the controller along in the direction that I'm trying to go for it to be the most accurate. So that's a good recognition right there of, okay, if I want this to actually hit my spots the quickest, I need to move it like this as I am lining things up. I missed my window to be able to shoot this guy. Yeah, okay. See, I'm right. See? Bro, okay. This is a big revelation in terms of my understanding on how to do this. Did you see how clean that was? So I have to just kind of roll it and move it circularly. I couldn't even say it. Circularly. I have to be able to put it into a position with my hands at the same time that I'm moving it with my stick. It gives me the most accuracy that way. It's kind of concerning to me. Circularly. Why was I having trouble saying it? Circularly. Maybe it's because I was thinking about it too much or something? I don't know. Like when I don't think about it, I can say it. But that was weird how I couldn't say it there. Circularly. 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 And it's kind of a weird word anyway, so who cares? You see what I'm talking about? If I roll it at the same time, if I move it at the same time, it gives me the most accuracy. This is interesting. So this is a pretty big discovery for me. To try to recreate this movement like this to this level to where I can just understand what situation is going to call for what kind of movement. So those two fights were incredibly easy for me because I was moving with my character. So let me see if I can get more invested in my fight and try to move with my character more in the next fight. I knew there was somebody watching me. I knew there was somebody watching me. What do they even shoot? All right, we got this. There we go. Look at that. Okay, I need to find mats. Okay, thank you for the mat delivery, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Still wasn't quite enough mats, though, but I appreciate it. It was the thought that counted. It was the thought that counts. See you later. Did you see how I bumped that? That's what you call a big bump, man. Oh, come on. Okay, that was clutch. we go. Reboots disabled. What a gyro clip. 0% aim assist. Let's go, man. Did you see how I was able to juke and jive that guy? That was crazy. Incredible movement, man. That's the best clip all night right there. Oh, come on. Oh, bro, come on. I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't get out of it. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's official. We got official settings. Now all we have to do is just demonstrate it. That's it. We got this. I see. Yeah. We're about to do some crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff. All right, here we go. We are in crazy clip territory now. It's been about an hour in. That's usually when I'm the most warmed up and all the crazy clips start happening. So y'all just came at just the right time. I knew somebody was being too quiet right there, bro. Oh, come on, bro. I hate when I waste those. It is an irritating thing. All right, let's get some meds, and we'll come back. See you later. That's the power of gyro right there. Incredible stuff, man. 0% aim assist. Let's go. See, that's how you do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Come on, hit it. Oh my God. I fell off the tree. I need a med kit really bad. Okay, there's the vending machine. Oh, come on, man. All that money I spent was for nothing. See you later, homie. That's the power of gyro right there. Incredible. 0% aim assist. Let's go. I can't believe that I'm doing this, man. This is just crazy to me. It is literally crazy to me, but hey, guess what? I get to reap the benefits of it because I programmed it, right? I figured out how to program it for my hands. So if I can just somehow show everyone else how to program it for their hands, I will have been successful in my mission. But you see, it just took me a little bit to get warmed up. But I'm back, baby. I'm back again. I was starting to worry for a minute, and I was like, no. You are 1000% certain that this is correct, because I literally felt it in my hands like I never felt it before. Oh, come on, man. Oh, dang it. I almost got that guy, bro. Come on. Hey, what's going on? Go to Music 5. Good to see you. First time having you here in chat. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. That would be fantastic. Always good to have new people in chat. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Bro, come on. Don't kill me. Oh, man. If I could have landed up on his face, I still would have died. It wouldn't have mattered. I didn't have anything, and I didn't make the right play right there at all. Not at all. Okay, let's go again, and let's quit making so many mistakes. I got killed by $5 Wi-Fi, by the way. What kind of name is that? All right, come on, it's official. We got official settings. All we got to do now is just demonstrate. The music is mine. I just made the music, if that's what you're asking about. I try to make beats every night. But that would be cool if it was Fortnite music too. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just started. I'm a novice beat maker. I've never really done this before. I played music all my life, but as far as making beats and doing stuff like that, never done it quite like this. You know, I've made recordings and stuff like that on my own, on my Mac. But in terms of using the MPC software, the MPC Key 61, never done it quite like this before. And I'm just trying to force myself to come up with stuff on the fly and just get familiar with everything. So if I do this every day for a year, then I'll have like over 300 beats, right, that I can work with. Right now I've got over 80, probably 90 beats now. I think we're somewhere between 80 and 90 beats. So if you like it now, it's just going to get better is my point. Because I just started learning like how to really do this like this. And it's just going to help me to be better at performing and everything else. So I just got to incorporate it into my daily life so that I can be familiar with it. Yeah, well, thank you for that. That means a lot. See, I've had this concept in my head for quite some time now, and it's just now like all starting to come about, you know? Because the vision is more than just Fortnite. You know, the vision is for this to be like a show of some sort, you know, where it's about gaming, it's about entertainment, it's about music. That's the ultimate, like, if every dream in the world came true, then that's what that would be, right? But this is where it starts. This is where it begins. And we're going to try to do something for Fortnite and the gyro community that's never been done before, and try to make this an actual thing that people care about. Come on. So that's what it is right now, is I stream Fortnite only. Because I am a game snob. I won't play any other games until I get tired of this one. But I'm not a music snob. I love all music. So I stream Fortnite, but I do it from the perspective of I am not just playing the game, but I'm trying to innovate new controls that we've had. So they're not really new, they're old, but nobody's really figured out how to use them. So I'm trying to innovate and create a lane for this type of movement, because this type of movement is actually better than what is currently available or currently being used, but nobody thinks it is because they don't understand exactly how to set it up. They never did. And so because of the groundbreaking footage and things that I've come up with to try and further this actually has a chance to turn some heads if I can either demonstrate it on a professional level, or somebody else takes the work that I've done and builds on it, because it's going to take more than just me to actually pull this off. It's going to have to take every single one of us that sees the vision of this and plays gyro to go, okay, there's something really big happening here. Let's see how much of an impact I can make in this movement, because this is basically what this is it's a movement now. It's a movement on a future way to play video games like this, where your brain automatically is able to register the input to your screen in a way that almost feels like magic. Because when you use gyro and it works and it's set up right, when you're in a situation where you have to clutch and you freak out, your body naturally just moves with the controller and it will just go straight to their face. And you'll be so surprised at how it actually happened. You'll be like, how did I do that? And it's because when you sync it up correctly, it literally is like a direct pathway to your brain, where whatever you think, it just automatically points and goes to where you want to go. And so I've never experienced anything quite like it, and I don't think the world has yet either. Otherwise, it would be everywhere. People wouldn't be asking what this is. Do you know how many people ask me, what's gyro? What's that? And it's been out for over 10 years now, and nobody knows what gyro is. So I'm saying that I feel like that this is the game to do this with, because it has the most unique movement of any game that can truly showcase and highlight the power of gyro that we all possessed. We just didn't know it was there. So good to have you go to music, man. I know that was kind of a long answer, but that's what this channel is about the vision and the energy of trying to create something new. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So it's only available right now, currently, on PS4 and PS5 controllers for this game. So if you have an Xbox controller, it is not available to Xbox controllers because Xbox, for some reason, hasn't unlocked that capability in the controller, even though it is capable of it. So hopefully this channel can have an influence on that too, because once there is a universal way to play gyro and use gyro for all games, then it will start to become easier to implement these things. But it's got to start somewhere. So this is kind of like, even though I should be late to the party, I'm early to the party. I'm early to the party. And we're about to see things that have never been done on controller before. Not just from me, but from people all over the world. See you later. Oh! I can't get suckered into just spamming that gun. It always does that to me. I have to build, or I have to just switch it to my secondary weapon. Like, I literally thought I was going to nail him for all of those shots, and I didn't. So, gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that, man. No, I'm trying to create a pathway for people that want to use gyro to actually have a roadmap to follow, because right now there is no roadmap for gyro players. It's literally just, here's gyro, have a nice day. There's a lot of stuff to read and a lot of stuff to get confused about, but nobody to really talk to and nobody that really can show you how to do it. All the instructional material that's out there is like, yeah, this is how you set your sensitivity up. You just turn it to 1 and you go like this, and then you turn it to 5 and you go like this, and that's it. It doesn't really translate to real world gameplay. So my mission is to make this something that is actually understood, because once people start to understand the magic of how to use gyro, this will spread like wildfire. Because if you see me get excited about clips, it's not because I'm just like a really excitable person, okay? It's because I'm doing something that I can't believe is happening, and my excitement out of making that play is because I can't believe that I was able to program this in such a way that it read my mind. It literally knew what I was thinking and just went exactly where I needed it to go. So that's the best way I know how to explain what I'm trying to do. But if you stick around for a minute, you're going to see some crazy clips, and it'll kind of make more sense once I do it. See, I'm out of mats here. This is not good. This is not good. Hey, what's going on, Zappin? Good to see you, ma'am. Yes, I'm trying to demonstrate what gyro and boost are capable of. You see? So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So these are the regular stick settings in Fortnite, okay? With advanced options turned on. Now, most people only use these two and these two and leave everything else that's here alone because they say it's garbage. They say it doesn't work right. But the reason they say that is because they're sitting in front of a F-16 and they don't know what buttons to push to make it take off. So they say it's garbage. And so what I'm saying is that this stuff that I'm working on and exploring and discovering are things that are going to change the way that people play controller on this game. Because once they understand the concepts and the principles behind how to use boost and how to use gyro, it's going to change the way that people actually use their controller. And it's going to change the way that competitive is actually viewed. Because right now, the argument is that people that use aim assist on controller are really not that skilled because they have to use the computer to cheat and stop the crosshair for them. And so this takes away that argument and says this is all skill. This is not luck. So let's go again in this next match and I'll see if I can try to do some crazy stuff. That match didn't go like I planned it. But also, if you go through my shorts, you'll see a bunch of crazy clips that I've already got. Like, if I had a total over the course of time that I've streamed that I didn't record my footage, because, like, for the first year, I didn't record my footage. I just left it on YouTube because I didn't have a way to make shorts that was quick. And so if I was able to capture all of those clips, I'd have over 1,500 minutes on top of what I have now, worth of just great gyro clips to demonstrate what gyro can do, you see. But it just took me all that time to kind of understand like what it is that I'm even trying to do with all this, because it's such a complex subject, and my task and my mission basically is to turn it into something easy to understand. Because once it's set up correctly, it just goes wherever you think. It's like magic. And everyone should have an experience like that. It's really incredible. So like, see how I'm just pointing it? I'm just intuitively, you can see the controller moving. I'm just intuitively pointing where I want it to go, and that becomes my aim assist, not the computer. So my hands become the slowdown and tell it where to stop. Since it came out for Fortnite. So I never used gyro before. Gyro's been around for, I think, over 10 years now, at least, in other games. But for Fortnite, it came out 4 years ago. And ever since it came out, the only thing that has come out, if you look on YouTube and search gyro, you'll see like a handful of videos from 3 or 4 years ago. and they don't even scratch the surface of anything that this channel has touched. Like this channel, honestly, for Fortnite, is the only channel that has the most gyro educational content out there. I don't know about any other games, but I know for Fortnite, this channel hands down is the #1 channel for all of that. So our subscriber base is growing. You know, we started with 3 and now we're like at 759 or more now. So it's just going to keep on continuing to grow once people understand what this is. Okay, I need shield. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that I never thought that people wanted to watch me die over and over again. But the reason why my chat loves this channel and loves me is because they see the vision of what I'm trying to do. And that means the world to me, because without them, this would not be what it has become. Oh, come on, man. My timing tonight is just a little off. So I just got to keep working it till I get warmed up. I guess I'm not quite warmed up yet. I didn't even see that guy, man. Come on. Oh, thanks, Shadow Chungus. I appreciate that very much. That means a lot. So on March 7th, on the day that we do anybody that wants to join the stream day, that's going to be at 10:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. So same time every night, basically. But March 7th is the day that anybody that wants to join live on stream can join. And we're going to go for about 3 hours, roughly. And just like it is every night. And so whatever we can squeeze in is what we squeeze in. So, you know, we might get to run like one match of duos, but it's not going to be necessarily you and me just running duos all night, unless there's nobody else that joins in. Because I've had that happen before, where I've just had like 1 or 2 people just play with me on duos or trios all night long because nobody else joined in. So it just depends on how many people show up, you know. Last one was our largest one. So we have to come up with better formats so that like everybody's not bored or everybody's not like, you know, complaining that they don't get to play what they want to play, right? So we're going to figure it out. So, you know, you're going to have to forgive me if it's not perfect, but we're going to do our best to try and make it something that everybody can enjoy. Finally, something went my way there, bro. It felt like there was a period of like 30 minutes where like nothing I was doing was right. Yes. Yeah, so just about every few nights, somebody has a question about something, or somebody, you know, wants to tell me about what they're doing with it. Because there's other gyro players that watch this channel. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. But yeah, there's been people that have come to this stream. For example, Nizzo GG. He's from South America. And he's taken what I've taught him about how to do gyro. And now he's teaching other people in South America how to do that because he just started streaming. You see? So this channel is already starting to kind of have a little bit of influence, which is pretty cool. And the fact that there's somebody now that gyro players can talk to, like anybody that's a gyro player that wants to know more about how to do this for this game, or wants help fixing a problem that they've encountered for this game and it made them stop playing gyro because they didn't understand how to fix it, this is the place to come. Because if you bring your problems and your issues here, you finally now don't have to go to Reddit and then have like 5 people tell you something that's like all 5 different people are saying different things and it has nothing to do with what you're trying to accomplish and it doesn't fix the problem. You can come here and we can work it out and try to figure out what exactly is happening with your stuff. Because that's been the biggest fumble with all of this, is that there's been no support. It's like giving somebody an airplane and saying, hey man, this thing is going to take you all over the world. Here you go. But you never like were given any instructions on how to fly it. And you're just like trying to figure out what all these buttons do and what does this mean? And what does this gauge mean? And you have a little description next to the gauge. It says, yeah, this button makes you go faster. That's basically what it feels like when you don't understand these things, is what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not that moronic, right? Jib Smart, the inventor of these controls, is a genius, okay? He's the one that created the way for this to be in this game like this, okay? But there was never any instruction book on how to create all the movement. So it never translated to anybody actually doing something with it because they couldn't understand what it was that they were trying to change. I can't believe I clutched out of this, bro. That's the power of gyro right there, man. And so because nobody understood it, they just said it was garbage, that it doesn't work right. And that's literally like saying that the planes that we fly today don't work right because we don't know what the controls mean. You see? So I'm here to kind of try and change the perspective on all that. Because once we understand what we're truly dealing with here, this is going to be one of the most incredible things to happen, in my opinion. Because once people understand how to use gyro and what it can do, it's just going to change the way that controller players play the game forever. Oh. How did I get suckered into that where I just... Bro, I clutched out of it and then I ended up dying to him anyways. That's just like... That's how things go for me, right? Not anymore. We're on official settings now. Let's go ahead and just knock all that garbage out. I'm just taking it to the face, bro. I'm taking it to the face, but that's okay. We're gonna keep working it, and the magic clips are gonna happen here. Okay. Hey, you have a good night, man. It's good seeing you, homie. So that was Goated Music 5, everybody. Newest member of Gyro Gang. All right, let's see what we got here. Bro, I'm just getting straight worked tonight, man. I wanted tonight to just come out of the gate and smack everything in the face, but that's okay. We're gonna grind it out. We're gonna grind it out till it's right. All right, let's go again. Let's go again. We don't let this bother us. We're on official settings now, you see? So it's all just a matter of time. It's all gonna happen here in just a second. Because we're official. This guy's cracked. I'm out of fear. Here, let's calibrate. Let's calibrate. But anyways, what I was trying to explain earlier was that I'm on Miro's settings, but then I added boost. So that's the major difference on the stick settings. And then I bumped the dead zone to 29. Put my trigger releases at 5. And so that's the difference on sticks. And then on the gyro, I just made a few other adjustments that caused us to come up with official settings yesterday. And so now this is more going to be about when I go like this, do I need to move my hand faster or slower? Do I need to hold it tighter or softer? Because trying to create your shot is a whole other aspect of this, right? So you've got your settings, but then you also have to understand how to create your shot. And so once these techniques get out there and we can demonstrate it and say, yeah, you swing it like this, you move it like that, you grip it like this, you hold it like that. That's when it's going to become repeatable and more demonstrable. So on March the 7th, 10:35 Central Standard Time, anybody that wants to join stream can join the stream, and we'll all play either duos, creative, trios, squads, whatever there is. And That's the power of gyro right there, bro. 0% aim assist. No, it's not going to be all day. That's why I said 10:35 Central Standard Time. You're funny, Shadow Chungus. So, 10:35 Central Standard Time at night, PM. Okay, I got lucky there that he just got locked into trying to spray me because I should have died to that guy. But at least I'm getting my swing down. See, the way that I was able to hit that shot when I came around the corner was because I swung it and let it just glide right onto his face, basically. What's going on, Diamond? Good to see you, man. We're on official settings now. I'm just got to try to play good and understand my movement. Oh, come on, man. I should have shockwaved right there. Yes. So even though I haven't really been able to demonstrate it that good tonight, like I wanted to, these are my official settings because I know everything is perfect right here. I just have to get the right feel back for what I was doing because it's just, I'm not moving it quite right now. Okay, that was clutch. I needed that guy's stuff. So I forced him to get killed. Yeah, it hasn't been terrible, but it hasn't been great tonight. It's been hit and miss. So I just need to get the right feel for everything that I'm doing. Oh, come on. What a clutch. 0% aim assist. Let's go, man. Oh, I didn't see that he was behind me, bro. I thought he was still on the other side of my wall. Okay, come on. Okay, that's how you drift snap right there. Okay, and if I would have switched it to my AR, I could have got the guy cleanly, but I was waiting for the shotgun shot to fire again. It didn't fire fast enough. All right, so we had a lot of that where I'd get like one good play and then bad play immediately to follow that. So I just gotta get in the groove again. But we got a new beat. We got a new beat. It's called official because we're official now. We got official settings. We got something that we can actually use competitively now. I'm super confident of it. I just have to just get the right feel and try to demonstrate this. So let's do this. All right, here we go. So weirdly enough, I just changed the position of my screen, even though that player space is not necessarily supposed to affect how you use the gyro in relationship to the screen. It's calculated based on where it thinks the character is at in the game. But maybe by changing my viewing angle slightly, even though it's not about my relationship to the screen, I am seeing it in a different way, which is causing me to move it in a different way. If that makes sense, because now it feels like I'm more on target when I was just taking shots in the lobby. So we'll see if I'm right here. You know, understanding things like this and the relationship to what can cause people to have problems while they're using this and help them to fix those problems. These are things that, you know, I wouldn't have been able to figure out unless I just, through trial and error, just went through all kinds of crazy stuff to understand it. You know, because it's been a process to try and understand this stuff. Get back here, homie. Not today. I just got the right screen positioning on you. I just got the right screen positioning on you, man. I should have drank this first. Okay, he's hiding in here somewhere. He has to be. Where's he hiding at? Where are you at, homie? You gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. It looked like I should have hit that. Like if I missed it, it was by literally like a pixel. Are you back over here? Oh, he launch padded. Where did he go? I guess he knew I was a gyro player or something. He decided to run away. Where's everybody? Okay, here we go. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I couldn't even jump on the crash pad right, bro. That's what kind of night this has been. There we go. Finally hit a shot. 0% aim assist. Let's go. Come on. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. You are dead. You are dead. See you later, homie. That's the power of gyro right there. 0% aim assist. Let's go. Oh. I must have pushed the wrong button. I thought I had my builds out still. Come on, man. I had him. I pieced him. He was mine. You see? Can't have any more of that. Or that. Or that. Nope. All right, let's go again. We're about to do something crazy. I feel it. Because we're official now. We're on official settings. All I have to do now is just lock in and demonstrate it. That's it. That's all that's missing here. Let's go. I got killed by Kekeke Felipe. If y'all have ever seen a fish called Wanda, y'all know what I'm talking about. But we're just jamming, having a good time. So this is what I did with my gyro settings since we're waiting here. So I went from 1 to 1.1 yesterday. This is how I came up with my official gyro settings. And then I bumped this from 1.2 to 1.3. But the major change that I made was my minimum threshold and my maximum threshold. I was at 0 and 100 with Miro's basic settings with no boost and no aim assist, but I bumped it to 22 and 99. And so what that has done is it's basically made it to where my gyro isn't like a super lock. So once I put the right amount of pressure on the stick and the controller at the same time, I could just swing it and it just goes to the spot that I want it to go to. And it feels like I'm kind of like swinging a baseball bat, like it feels heavy. That's the only way I know how to describe it, is that when you feel the gyro and the stick together in your hand, it will feel like you've got a baseball bat in your hand that you can just swing and just knock people's heads off. And it feels better than aim assist, because you can control it. You can make it go faster. You can make it go slower. Because the thing with aim assist is that it's great, but then when you get stuck, you can't move your controller stick any further than where it goes. And then sometimes if somebody's moving too fast, you have to kind of back up and do something different when you could have just nailed them right there on the spot if you were able to move it fast enough. Man, that would have been a great clutch right there. That would have been a great clip if I could have got that. So now tonight is more just about me understanding more specifically what motions do I need to make in what situation so that I can get a more repeatable result. You know, because a lot of times when I make plays that are great, it's by accident when I'm moving it around. I don't even actually understand what I just did. I'm just reacting to the problem in front of me. And then I make the play, but I don't really know what I was doing. So I just need to understand kind of more how I need to move this the way I have it set up now. See, like right now, this feels super tight. It's like aim assist. See you later, homie. Bro, I almost clutched out of that. Okay. Come on, man. We're almost in crazy clip territory right now because my movement on that was almost what it needed to be to get everything right. Was it worth it? It's basically, I got more mats for the same health, I guess. All right, let's go again. Come on. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. You know why? Because we're official now. We're on official settings. How can anything go wrong? We're on official settings. Let's do it. Let's get this calibrated. Yeah. So it does make a difference. I mean, it doesn't. It just changes your perspective, but changing the way that you view the screen, even though it's not dependent, you're moving. Like I could sit sideways and still control it and hit my shots sideways, right? But it's not dependent on that, but it's changing my perspective on the screen when I move it. So maybe I still need to find a sweet spot. Oh man, I am not sensitive, so you can critique my gameplay, you can critique anything, man. Anything that's going to make the channel better and make me better, I would be foolish to go, oh, shame on you for telling me how to do this. So I appreciate it. That's all good stuff. Part of the issue that I'm experiencing tonight, right, other than that my movement feels just a little sluggish compared to yesterday, is that not only am I making the wrong decision on certain plays, but I am struggling tonight for some reason to control it like I was yesterday, because I'm trying to understand what it was that I was doing in my grip so that I can try to repeat it. Because once I get that feeling back, then I'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do, right? But it's all kind of understanding how all that goes together is part of the issue tonight. So the answer is not changing my settings. It's understanding what my grip needs to be like so that I can do the correct movement. Bro, I had him and I still died. He was 1 HP, man. Had to be. Had to be. See, that's how you drift snap, but I got third party pretty hardcore right there. But once I understand how to get here faster on these settings, it'll just get better. I was just hoping that tonight, right out of the gate, it would be amazing. But the best clips of tonight have yet to come. All we have to do is just find the correct positioning and we're basically set. Where the heck is everybody? And why can't I find any shield? Okay, see, it does make a difference, man. Okay, I'm glad that I figured that out. Artificial intelligence didn't know what it was talking about that time. See, now See, I just made a little tiny adjustment on my monitor, and now I'm hitting those shots. That's how you do an ADS gyro sweep right there. I just bumped it, and then it moved right to the spot that I wanted it to go. Come on, you're whiffing your edits like crazy tonight. Oh, come on, man. All right, let's go again. Of course I do, man. That's what I try to do every day. I try to practice my aim, and I try to practice my builds and edits so that I can be more smooth with it. You know, but having an extra thing to kind of like worry about without knowing exactly how you're going to do it is part of the issue. Like when I try to do some of these things, like on a night like tonight, where it's not working like I want it to, it's because there's something that I'm doing differently that I have to try and understand what it is that I'm doing different. And once I understand that, then I can fix it, you see. But it's hard to explain, but it's like the best analogy I have is, again, with the guitar, because that's all I know, you know. If I'm trying to play a song and I know how it sounds, but when I try to play it, it doesn't sound quite right, it's not because the guitar is bad. It's because I'm not bending the notes right. I'm not touching the strings right. I'm not doing the technique properly so that it can be heard correctly. Now, are there other guitars that sound better than certain guitars? Yeah. But if you're good, you can take a bad guitar and still make it look good, you see? So it's just a matter of like understanding what different things are going to be a problem, how to move it in certain situations, like especially in close range. Like in close range, sometimes I have to swing it, sometimes I have to nudge it. And trying to understand what those things are things that are what I'm trying to map out. Yeah, anything that you can do to help, right? If you think that there's something that's going to make it better, I'm all for it, man, you know? But at the same time, I know how my brain works, and I have to be true to what I know is going to help me. You know, because I know the standard thing to say is, yeah, you just play all these creative maps and do all that stuff. But with gyro, you can play creative maps and get everything set up correctly in the creative map, but then when you play in the real game, it doesn't translate. Because the movement has to be directly calibrated to what you're trying to do in game. And that's been the biggest problem for gyro in this game, is that nobody has understood that you can't just go into the map in creative and then all of a sudden you've got all your settings correct. So when you go into the real game, it doesn't really work exactly like it did in creative, because you've got different physics, or you've got different speeds that you're dealing with of players. You've got abilities like shockwaves and special other movement things that make them go from here to here real quick. And so you have to kind of have every speed available to you so that when that happens, you can turn around real fast and still line it up, right? And so like for me to turn around that fast, I have to make this motion, right? Because if I just use the stick, that's as fast as I can turn, okay? But if I want to go fast, I can use the stick and the gyro at the same time and go boom and land right on somebody's face. Once I get the timing of all of that down, then it will start to be better. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff, man. Well, I couldn't find any minis. There you are. I know I can get you out. Oh, what? Oh, come on, man. I just put myself in a pickle right there. I put myself in a pickle. Oh, okay, well, that's good, man. That's good. I'm glad that you got that figured out, homie. Man, my movement is just all over the place right now. See, I got to figure out what is causing that, because it has to be my monitor positioning, because I should have been able to nail all of that so easy. That's what you get. Okay, that was pretty clutch. Oh, dang it, I ran out of mats. Oh my god, what a gyro clip. 0% aim assist. Let's go, man. That was crazy. See, when I understand what I just did... See, when I understand what I just did right there, and I can repeat it, it will get better, you see? And so, like, when I did all that, I don't really understand what it was that I did different. But there's something that I did different there that allowed me to make that movement so clean. We're on official settings. And we're going to demonstrate it. If it's the last thing that we do, we're going to do it tonight. Let's go. Look at that. I perfectly just knew when to cut it off. This is the match right here. All right, let's see if it's going to roll. Let's see if it's going to roll. What's it going to roll? Yep, it's still 246. It used to let you, it used to be random. It used to be random. That's really good, man. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. All right, here we go. See you later, homie. That's the power of gyro right there. That's probably the best play I made all night. Oh. Oh, I should have turned around sooner. Come on, man. I'm on NA Central. Good old NA Central. All right. We're just going to come out of the gate and just say, screw this. No more of this nonsense. Here we go. Let's get this supply drop and let's just turn on destroy mode. Destroy mode activated. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff, man. Okay. All right, here we go. Destroy mode activated. I think destroy mode is working. Destroy mode is on. I think I forgot to push the button. That's what happened. I didn't push the button for destroy mode. It's destroy mode. Oh, what a gyro clip! That's how you do a big bump right there. 0% aim assist. Let's go. I told you, man. I told you, man. Once I understand like how to move all this, it's just gonna be game over. Okay, for some reason I keep whiffing my edits. Oh. I told you destroy mode was activated. Yeah, I'm in Texas, man. I am in Texas. I hit two of those. I told you, destroy mode is activated. I forgot to turn the button on. Sorry, guys. Won't happen again. It won't happen again. Oh my gosh, okay. Not on my watch. What? I pushed the button. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, you're pretty smart. You're pretty smart. Okay, that worked out. Thank you. All right, we're going to win this match. Even though it doesn't look like it, we're going to win this match. I have won matches in worse condition. See, part of it too may be the angle. Sometimes if I hold the controller at a certain angle, it just works better. So I just got to remember these things. Oh, come on, man. What the heck just happened right there, bro? All right, let's try again. I'll be right back. Come on. No. You gotta love it. It's just one of these things where no matter what I do, it's not working like I want. So we're gonna just keep plowing through this. Okay, hang on. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, now it's working. Bro, what's up with these technical difficulties, man? Come on. Well, come on. This is just ridiculous. See, this is the problem I was having for the last 2 nights before stream, and now it just happened during stream. This is the first time this has happened. Where it's not plugging my game feed in properly. Come on, man. let's get this fixed. Well, I guess this one ends on a technical difficulty tonight. I literally did this for 45 minutes before the stream 2 nights ago, where I unplugged it and plugged it back in and plugged it and plugged it back in, and it just wouldn't work right. So I'm going to try one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to come back tomorrow. So let's really think outside the box here. Hey, what's going on, Anzu? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, homie. You just ran into a spot where I'm having technical difficulties, bro. So if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to call it. Work. Yeah, it has to do with okay, let's see if I can see what's going on here. Okay, so let's choose a higher refresh rate. Let's go back to 240 and see if that changes it. Okay. Let's go to 60. Keep changes. Hey, what's up, Anzu? Thank you for the dono. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's awesome. Hey, you too, homie. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Well, this is going to be a problem if the last 3 nights it's been like this, but I was able to fix it before stream. This is the first time it happened live on stream. Come on. Work. Because we're about to do some crazy stuff right now. Do it. Yeah, well, I'm trying to, homie. I'm trying to. See, I literally went through a whole match right there. So that's, what, like 5, at least 10 minutes burned where I couldn't do anything. Okay, so let's think about this. What could I do different here to make this work? Let's try that. And see, this all happened because I might have to get a new controller too, because somehow my controller just unplugged itself and then plugged itself back in. And that's what caused all of this chain of events just now, because in order to get my controller working, I have to go through this cycle to where you can see it on the screen. Yep. Yep, I've got a Furmax. This is how I earn my stripes, right? Understanding how to do stuff like this live. You gotta love it. You have to love it. Okay, so let's try one more thing. Let's try one more thing. All right. Everything is here. It may be my capture card because it doesn't make sense why all of a sudden it just started doing this. Awesome. I'm glad you got both of them. Okay. So what else could I do here to fix this? What else could I do to fix this? Okay, so let's leave that in and let's see what's going on here. Let's go Elgato. Everything's at 60 hertz. Okay, let's go. Let's pick a different hertz and see if we can get it to work this time. Nope, still not doing it. Okay, let's try 20. Nope. Okay, let's try. $144.01. Bro, what the heck? What the heck? Well, I guess this is just part of the fun of this is the first night I've ever had difficulties like this for this long. Like I've had difficulties before, but not this long. Okay. So what can I do differently to fix this other than just plugging it in and then plugging it out? Work. Okay, let's try again. I don't understand what's happening here. All right, so let's put our thinking caps on. What could I pick as an option that is different? Okay, so now we're here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, homie. Yeah, I'm I'm trying my best to get it fixed, but it may not work. So that means I'm going to have to try to figure out a solution for tomorrow if it keeps messing up, because this is the worst it's been. Let's see. I'm trying to turn display options on. Elgato. You want to go 60. Well, I'm going to have to try to come up with something. So, what a bummer. But tomorrow, I'll have this fixed and we'll have a better night. So, love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.